Hello, and welcome back to MCNN. This is week 2 of our Secret Life recap.
If you're wondering how this season is going for us, I can't tell you, which may or may not be part of my task.
Strange occurrences kicked up several notches on the Secret Life server this week, and only some of that was due to the tasks. The Halloween season seems to be driving some people batty.
Ah!
Oh geez, what are you doing?
Nothing! Just getting some honey.
You're crazy. You're crazy, honey lady.
I am crazy.
Let's go to our field team for help unpacking these spooky tasks.
Thanks, Salem. The server got spooky this week, and just in time for Halloween. Lizzie kicked off the session with a bonfire made from the remnants of Cleo's base. With the barrier above out of the way, Lizzie expanded her shack and was finally able to build a roof, which, naturally, took the shape of a giant pumpkin. It took some haggling with Grian and fending off of angry bees, but what's 3 ancient debris and some bee stings in exchange for an adorable roof?
Yeah, it's not
Excuse me,
finished.
let me just share my beehive.
Oh, you have bees.
Oh, no!
Lizzie, stop doing this! What are you doing?
God, it's gone horribly wrong!
Her build embodied the spirit of Halloween, but perhaps too literally. Strange things began to happen around the base. First, she heard digging noises from seemingly nowhere.
Hello? Is somebody tunneling? You can't tunnel away from me.
Now, surely that was only her composter, right?
Was it my composter?
But then, a mysterious ghost replaced her door right in front of her eyes.
High-speed cow transport.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
You have a lead?
Guys!
This ghost was none other than Grian, whose secret task was to move around people's front doors, much to the dismay of trick-or-treaters everywhere. Armed with invisibility potions and a penchant for mischief, he played this bamboozling trick on more people than just Lizzie.
Doesn't look like anyone's here.
However, Grian's mischief did not spare him from the weirdness of his fellow players. A tour from Bigby presented him with more doors than he knew what to do with in Bigby's accidental recreation of the back rooms.
I gotta tell you, B, this is strange. I feel like I'm in the back room.
Elsewhere on the server, Etho and Cleo were dealing with two opposite sides of the same frightening coin: scaring and being scared. Etho had to jump scare another player, but went about this seemingly easy task in increasingly odd ways. However, as the end of the session loomed, this mostly ended up injuring him in the process.
We can use it one
Oh,
note.
look out!
That was,
Look out!
No!
No, I got it again!
Etho!
Boy, did that make anybody jump?
In Cleo's case, their task of using a pig as their main mode of transport led to what can only be described as a panicked frenzy, which, in turn, led to many lost hearts, leaving her as low as 2.5 hit points. Our condolences go out to the families of pigs Jeffrey and Archimedes I, who gave their lives for this terrifying task. To round out this session's set of spooky, scary shenanigans, Joel's task to start a cult resulted in the formation of the cult of the perfectly round mound. He tricked both Mumbo and Martin into joining his group of mound aficionados by having them unknowingly read a loyalty pledge.
You may never leave the cult. So I'm now.
Oopsie. Oh well, this was fun, wasn't it? I'm glad you enjoyed the round mound. Welcome to the cult.
However, there is an upside. Joel's base now has a helter-skelter for all your spooky fairground needs. Considering all the blood this fairground on a mound has claimed so far.
Oh gee. Oh, I'm so stupid.
I guess that's what you get when you're building a helter-skelter like an idiot.
We're sure it'll be the perfect fit for any late-night ghost hunting activities or future haunted houses.
One day you're gonna baby trap Mr. Kills, aren't you? I just know it.
Spooky. That's all the seasonal shenanigans we saw this week. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Goose.
And now for some good news. Skiz and Tango got extremely lucky this week, both receiving tasks suited to their normal playstyles. Skiz was told to call people anything but their real name for 30 minutes, which he does by default and finished within about 31 minutes of the session starting. He made use of his extra time the rest of the section by building out a giant pixel heart island for the Heart Foundation, and gained a new appreciation for Tango's labor during limited life.
Tango's task required him to win a bet. Betting was a task he already loves to do in the Life series. The hardest part for him was actually winning.
Etho, I'll wager you 2 more iron ingots that he can't finish the story in a reasonable fashion in 30 seconds. All right, here you go. I'll bet you 2 iron ingots straight up that he gets at least 2 iron blocks.
Sure, I'll take that bet. What's he got?
Ooh, I got 5 Hand them over. I'll bet you 2 iron ingots. He gets an iron block.
Well, I don't have that, so.
Well, I'm glad I didn't take that bet.
Tango finally got lucky when he started betting on pickup priority, successfully guessing that Scott would be able to pick up a golden apple before Scar could.
Ready?
Okay.
Go.
Yep.
Bam!
Rip.
Rip.
Speaking of Scar, he faced recruitment efforts this week from Skiz and Tango, who have continued their efforts to bolster the ranks of the Heart Foundation.
Unfortunately, Scar's first and only love is whatever enchanting table happens to be nearest by, and he didn't seem to consider Love Island home. He walked away with both Tango and Skiz's gift hearts for the week, but as of now, that deal seems to be entirely one way.
That was awful. That was awful. I feel stupid.
Yeah, well, that's how much we want Scar to join us. We're just willing to throw out there.
I'm sure that's gonna work.
Scar also began work on the first ever Life Series Courthouse, because this series definitely has an ethical code that can be enforced.
And speaking of questionable ethics, we have a quick message from our sponsors.
Whoa.
Hey, Life SMP, are you in need of free glass? Well, look no further than Shady E's. That's right, Shady E's is expanding. New location, new employees, new services, all coming straight to you. Act now and we'll send GeminiTay, new to the Shady E's family. She'll be there in a jiffy with your Shady E's free glass delivery E. It's free, each pane personally renamed. You're a pain in my... Finest free glass either side of the Minecraft Mississippi. But don't take our word for it. Jimmy Solidarity, PearlescentMoon, Skizzleman, and Tango of the Tech Variety have already received their free glass delivery ease. Here's what the happy customers had to say.
Stop throwing panes at me. Genuinely, it actually made my mind like go melt a little bit.
Oh, the stinkies.
And that's not all! GeminiTay does more than just delivery ease. Feeling down like there's a shine missing from your life, then you're in luck. For a very reasonable fee, GeminiTay can get you enchanting. Need stairs? A new house? Is infrastructure missing? Look no further than Shady E's multi-talented employee, GeminiTay.
Listen, you need something built? I got it. Under 5 minutes.
And Shady E's has you covered for more than construction. Tired of your horrifying house? In need of an update? Shady E's will take care of your existing buildings. Our pyrotechnical team will renovate or remove your home completely for free. That's right, for free. You'll love the work of our design specialist, impulseSV. So much you're guaranteed to explode with happiness. Need the nuclear option? Shady E's Demolitions Manager Martin will get a team to get it done flaming fast. So come on down. Still not enough? Looking for something a bit risky? Shady E's has you covered. Come on by and ask for Tango Tech to gain entry to the exclusive Shady E's Gambling Den.
Would you perhaps do any wagering?
That's right, Gambling Den. Bet on stories, bet on prizes, bet on who has the fastest hands in the West. So come on down to Shady E's. Free glass, home renovations, home removal, gambling, all at Shady E's. Satisfied Shady E's customer, PearlescentMoon has made us easy to find. Just follow the red terracotta trail and turn right around at the Wild Goose Chase. Shady E's for all the inconveniences you need. Visit today and receive a free adventure, ending not included. Shady E's does not endorse arson outside of death games. Gamble responsibly. Shady E's Secret Life Branch is an unapproved enfranchisement, and Shady E's founder and CEO Etho's Live is unaware of our operation. By watching this advert, you agree to keep it that way. The MCNN crew are not responsible for any laughter that may occur due to our segment. Consult your doctor if symptoms persist.
Welcome back, everyone. Those ads aren't the only long story we had to hear this week. BDub's task was to tell a story so boring that people would leave in the middle. To his chagrin, some people who guessed his task were all too willing to egg him on instead.
I wasn't bored. I was entranced. Please go on.
I was having the best of best times. All right. Okay.
I want to hear how this story ends.
You want to hear how it ends? Okay. I can't do it with you guys. I can't.
Unfortunately for B-Dubs, he didn't think to reach out to Scott, who had the perfect task for the job. Silently leaving in the middle of 3 conversations without getting called out.
My challenge was to tell a story and have somebody leave in the middle of it. And so we would have been so good together.
The way everyone's would have been, you'd have been like, yes, and I'd also been like, yeah. That'd have been so funny.
Such a high five moment.
Scott also made a major mistake here. He told BDubs his task before collecting his reward. He didn't get punished for that indiscretion this week, but there's a chance Grian will come calling with a penalty next week.
In the grand scheme of things, he may not have to. Some of these tasks are already getting too tough to complete. For more on folks who struggled with both the secret and the task portions of their secret tasks, let's go to our field team.
Thanks, Joju. Several players had a difficult time this week, whether that be from their task, the exhaustion of filming 2 sessions in a row, or foolish overconfidence, with results ranging from annoying to deadly. Let's start somewhere nice, if Lizzie and Jimmy's task would showcase the accommodating nature of the lifers, or perhaps they've just been desensitized to weirdness of the series' gimmick. No matter how hard they tried, Jimmy could not get any of his server mates to tell him, "Get out of here." And Lizzie never got anyone questioning whether her strange accidents were part of some fictitious task. The most that came out of their attempts was a very good time. At one point, the whole server had gathered at Pearl's base for a so-called pajama party, as one of Jimmy's attempts spiraled out of control.
What is going on here?
Come on in. Oh.
In the end, it was the kindness of their fellow players that led to them failing their task this session. Impulse and Pearl, however, were not so lucky. Just as Impulse was about to hand in his completed task, Tango came up to him asking what he was up to, making Impulse forget himself and explain his task.
Tango! I'm a ruiner! Oh, hold on, don't mind me. I gotta press my task because I just finished mine.
Pearl's case was even more unfortunate, as she had just listened to Impulse's explanation of his tragic fail, and was specifically warned by Grian before she, too, revealed her secret in front of almost the entire server gathered at the Secret Keeper at the end of the session. But who had the worst time of them all? It's apparent just from the glimpse of the color of the name. Martin died during the session, making him our first yellow name. He started off the session quite well too, finishing his task of making someone burn down his base in no time. And that's where the problems began. He began searching for the enchanter, which Scott told him was with Gem. He also said that Gem was in the Nether, leading Martin to follow her non-existent trail right into Danger's Maw, only realizing this after seeing her sleep and losing many hearts.
Sweet dreams. Sleep in bed. Well, she's clearly not in the Nether then. I've definitely been had here.
He pressed on though, and found a bastion, but his luck only lasted so long. A piglin brute managed to get into the tunnel he was digging, and struck him down in just a few blows.
To stun lock him in place. No, shield, there's nothing! Ah! Oh no!
He arrived at spawn dejected and sporting a new yellow color. But did he get anything out of his death at all? He never managed to find Gem, he didn't get any loot out of Bastion, but the learning experience he got must have been worth it, right?
Maybe I get enchanted, and then I go back again.
Maybe not that then. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Arrow. Let's take another moment to round out our information on the Mounders. In addition to Pearl's Party of the Year, Mumbo and BDubs were also up to their own shenanigans. Mumbo was assigned to be Etho's best friend, which he did great at for about 20 minutes. Then Etho traded Mumbo to Lizzie for a cow.
You want cows,
Yes.
I want gravel.
Gravel. How about I trade you Mumbo? I'll give you Mumbo.
BDubs tagged along with Mumbo as part of his mission for the session, building a giant planet to justify his house being upside down. After a lot of shepherding for blue wool, and some awkward past-life conversations with Cleo,
but if you want me to be your mother, I will be your mother.
He got to work. And then he remembered that he was very high up and very unprepared to take damage.
The start of the thing. I think he's gonna not live in his base for the,
You're alright. Just took a little spill, just doing fine.
So currently his base is less of a globe and more of a hoop.
And just so everyone knows what all the tasks were, here's the official task list for this week. That's it for this week's Secret Life recap. Session 3 has been recorded, and with 1 yellow life and Scar in a seeming position of power on the field now, things are going to start getting a little more shady.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.